Lindy Hop Boot Camp.
We began with the fundamentals of solo Lindy Hop movement, and there were three aspects to this. There was rhythm, there's posture, and there's pulse. We began with rhythm. The Lindy Hop rhythm is or said in spoken words, step, step, triple step, 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 triple step. Notice that that triple step is not evenly distributed, but that middle step, that middle beat, is swung towards the last step. Okay? We then brought that into our feet. If you're leading, you start that rhythm with your stepping with your left foot.
And follow us with your right foot.
Now, together.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Step, step, triple step, 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 triple step. Okay. Then, on top of this, we added our posture. To get into this posture, we first jump.
We land with our feet about shoulder width apart, a nice bend in our knees, and we're leaning forward a little bit.
Okay. So we're bent at our waist, but we don't bring our chest way out in front of us. Our chest, because of our posture, are right above our feet.
Okay, and then we brought in the frame aspect of posture, and so we brought our arms up, rolled our shoulders back, engaged muscles in our back to keep, and rolled our shoulders down. And so, engaging these muscles in our back, we can have a nice frame and keep our arms relaxed.
Okay. And then lastly, we talked about pulse. The pulse is bouncing into our knees, into the ground, once per beat. Okay? So we're able to do that since we're in our nice posture. And if you so wish to think of it like this, you can think, right, we're playing basketball. We're going to be dribbling a basketball with our behind. That gives us our pulse. So let's bring all of these things together: rhythm, posture, and pulse.
5, 6, 7, 8. Step, step, triple step, 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 triple step.
Okay. So we encourage you to practice this rhythm and moving with this rhythm at home. Just dance around your dining room or your living room or your kitchen.
And remember to move on the triple steps. Don't just do the triples in place.
You might find it useful to sort of move in a side direction or forward, and think about that.
And really step into the ground on all your steps, but in particular the triple steps. People have a tendency to go up. So really go into the ground, triple step.
So then we talked about how do we connect up with a partner. With the first connection we started with was the side-by-side connection, which looked like this. Leads, our hand was all the way across the follow's back, hand wrapped around their right waist.
Followers, we connect with the lead. Here we want to maximize connection, avoiding gaps. And we have our hand a little bit towards the front of the lead's shoulder, but nice and relaxed.
So we should be able to move around the floor with this connection. This is, again, another activity you guys can practice at home.
And followers, we're seeking out connection both in this arm on our back and the arm right here.
So then we can also connect up in front as such. The only muscle that should be engaged is our fingers. The fingers keep the hands together, and then gravity is all that's left. And no tone in the arms or biceps. We then did our side-by-side basic, which looked like this.
5, 6, 7, 8. Rock, step, triple step, rock, step, triple step.
Okay. Then we taught you two moves. They're fun to do on the dance floor, and they're also the building blocks for the next class. The first one is the She Goes Yo-Yo. It looks like this.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Stretch.
5, 6, 7, and 8.
Remember, the building block that this really exemplifies is stretch. Again, from another angle.
5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Stretch.
5, 6, 7, and 8.
The second building block move that we taught you guys was the he goes yo-yo. It looked like this.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Frame.
5, 6, 7, and 8.
From another angle, it looked like this.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Frame.
5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, follows. There are two very important aspects of our connection going on here. So at the beginning, we have the...
So let's show you from maybe right here at this angle. So you can see leads when I'm starting this he goes yo-yo. I am changing my connection. So if you said like this, when I begin, I come out in front of the follow and I change my connection to a new connection here. So I'm only connected as opposed to all the way across the follow's back to her side. I am not giving her any sort of direction forward or backwards. I'm simply changing the connection point.
And followers, the lead shouldn't be giving us any direction forward, and we shouldn't be just going forward on our own. So at the beginning of the move, followers, we just stay in place and do our rhythm in place.
From this angle.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, stay in place.
She didn't move at all, and you notice I changed my connection without giving her any direction. Okay. The second thing we talked about is frame. That is what stops the follow from going forward on count 5 of this movement. Remember the frame that we talked about at the beginning, this solo posture. Right? Roll our shoulders back, right? Engage these muscles. And when we've engaged these muscles, your arms can only go so far back before they stop you. And that's what's going on right here. The muscle stopping you, and you go back the other direction.
And followers, notice that my thumb is right here, so my whole hand is not on the side of him. It's here so that I can be stopped by my frame.
Okay, great. Yeah, so that is class 1 of our beginner Lindy Hop boot camp.